Hello everyone, I'm Benny Westside. Today we're going to take a look at the kits for the Maximoff twins. Let's start off with Quicksilver, and let's take a look at his passive, Maximoff Velocity. This character cannot be revived, and his speed bar cannot be reduced. This is pretty huge. Whether it's Icarus, or Psylocke, or Okoye, they cannot reduce his speed bar. On spawn, gain +4 charged, up to a maximum of 5. On any character's turn, if this character has slow, clear slow and fills speed bar by 20%. This is really nice. On turn, if charged, fill speed bar by 100%, then lose 1 charged. This will not trigger on any additional turn granted from this ability. So that might be a little confusing. Let me put it this way. When he takes a turn, if he's charged, he's gonna take a bonus turn after that and then lose a charge. The bonus turns do not trigger any other bonus turns. So for 4 turns, it's gonna be double turns. On end of turn, if this character has death proof, heal for 20% of this character's max health. On ally turn, gain a random positive effect from this list. 2 counter, defense up for 2 turns, 2 deflect, 2 evade, offense up for 2 turns, regeneration for 2 turns, speed up for 2 turns, immunity for 2 turns. And this is on any ally turn, no specific callouts. If this character's health is full at the start of a match, the first time this character drops below 50% health, clear all negative effects on this character. Bear yourself for 30% of this character's max health, gain 2 death proof, and summon Scarlet Witch with defense up, offense up, and 2 death proof. This is really nice. I got emotional looking at this because he's calling his sister to help him when he's in trouble. I thought that was really cute. And it's pretty cool when they release characters that summon full non-minion characters. On death, apply evade to a random Hawkeye ally. This is a cool, cute little lore call out to Age of Ultron. Gain 50% max health. Scarlet Witch allies gain 30% max health. Gain 100% focus per charge. Now taking a look at his ultimate ability, Supersonic Blitz. This is on a 10 turn cooldown and it comes on turn 3. But as we said, each turn he takes, it's 2 turns, so it's essentially a turn 2 ability. Clear all negative effects on this character. Attack all enemies for 500% piercing. Apply 2 random negative effects from the following list. 2 bleed, defense down for 2 turns, disrupted for 2 turns, heal block for 2 turns, offense down for 2 turns, slow for 2 turns, 2 vulnerable. Clear 2 random positive effects on all enemies. Gain 2 evade and 2 counter. Gain +1 charged up to a maximum of 5. This attack is unavoidable, cannot be blocked, and cannot be counterattacked. This is a big AoE, and he's going to gain offense up the turn prior, so he's gonna have extra damage for this ability. It's unavoidable and it applies debuffs to the whole enemy team. So his turn 1 is his Mach Punch. This is on an 8 turn cooldown. It goes clear all negative effects on this character, attack primary target for 700% piercing, and apply 2 turns each of defense down and slow. Clear all charged on the primary target and reduce speed bar by 30%. Gain offense up for 3 turns and defense up for 3 turns. This attack ignores defense up and cannot be blocked or dodged. This is very nice. It clears all charges, and as you recall, he has extra focus, so the charge clear should be easier, and it can work on anybody like Dormammu or Red Hulk, which is pretty potent. And Speed Strikes, his basic, attack primary target for 180% piercing and clear 2 random positive effects. Repeat this attack 1 time. Repeat this attack 1 additional time if the primary target has any positive effects. If it has none, instead bonus attack for 220% piercing and apply Disrupted. That's a little confusing in the wording, but essentially it's gonna hit 3 times no matter what. If his first 2 attacks clear all the positive effects, his third attack will apply Disrupted. That's what it is. These attacks ignore defense up and cannot be countered. Bonus attacks cannot be dodged or blocked. This is a pretty nice basic. I can see a case for him being a striker because of the positive effects clears, but he hits so many times and takes so many turns. I think he's a good raider, but also there could be a case for him being a healer because he takes so many turns. Or, this is niche and for the future, because ISO 5 Fortifier gives Drain when he has Barrier, he's going to be taking turns back to back, so he is going to have Barrier, and he's going to be hitting with Drain and healing himself up. So that could be something less likely, but you know, maybe in the future we get to test out different options with ISO 5 if they release the bottlenecks, and we can try that out. I think this is going to be a fun character. He's a hero brawler, so you could run him with Ms. Marvel. You know, something to think about. Now let's take a look at his sister, Wanda. She got a mild rework, not all her abilities, but some of her abilities, and I think this is interesting. Her basic remains unchanged. Her special, instead of just healing herself for 100%, she also heals Quicksilver for 100% before rebalancing. On her ultimate ability, if Quicksilver is an ally, it deals double damage, so she hits everybody for 300% piercing. If Quicksilver is an ally, it is also unblockable. On her passive, on spawn, if Quicksilver is an ally, apply +1 charged, up to a maximum of 5 to 1 Quicksilver ally. This is great, so if you run them together, Quicksilver is going to spawn with full charge, or on his passive, when he drops below 50% and he summons her, he's going to gain a charge. These are good things. On turn, 50% chance to spread a negative effect. This is the same, nothing changed. On attacked, gain deflect. When an enemy attacks a Quicksilver ally, attack that enemy for 250% damage. This is very nice. Her native damage stat is pretty high, but her multipliers have always been low. This 250% is actually the highest in her kit, aside from her ultimate that gets doubled with Quicksilver. On death, apply offense up, defense up, speed up, counter, and evade to one random Quicksilver ally. This is nice. It's similar to Phantom X's on death. And then likewise on Quicksilver ally death, she gains those positive effects. Still, Wanda's not what she should be based on the lore, but you know, she got another rework. She's a little better. One thing is, you can run Quicksilver on Darkhold instead of her and get Wanda summoned and fill out the team. If anything, this makes our investment in her maybe a little less important. I don't know. In terms of ISOs, I think Wanda's can still stay Raider from Darkhold. It doesn't matter all that much. I wouldn't invest in a different ISO for this pairing. That said, I'm happy you're here with me to review these kits. These graphics are linked below. They're always on my Instagram. I also post them on Discord, so you can find them there. Thank you.